Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a kitchen in drawer. First, let's quickly draw a floor plan. Let's create a kitchen area here. Let's design a kitchen in that space. Let's have a window here. Let's have a window here too. We have a gateway here. And a column for the corner. I will place a column to represent the element. Yes, for now I don't want to see cornice and base molding when designing. We're already going to cancel them in the kitchen area and also in manufacturing in the back sections. From the Customize menu I click on the cabinet section. First, I will introduce the general menu structure. On the left we see that there are 3 different kitchen design libraries. Design Library, 4.0 Cabinet and Expert Database. We can think of these 3 as 3 different libraries, similar to each other but with different elements. There are combinations here too. I will talk about these combinations later. We will also be able to get and use various modules that have already been prepared. First, let's introduce the structure here. This left side menu is a large menu. Menu on the right side. This is the left side is the menu with subcategories of the menu. So here we can see various kitchen elements such as base cabinet, wall cabinet. Here is the door opening cabinet of the base cabinet, i.e., base chest drawers. Like the base function cabinet, we can think of it as a menu of their sub-menus. ROM mode, by the way, is more comfortable with less sensitivity when used indoors. You can think of it as a space where we can design. For now, my column here is a little wide. I'll straighten the corners a little bit. I want to make it like 200 by 200. Let's reset this towards the corner. Yes. Now I'm back inside the cabinet module. And from here I came to the corner cabinet. Among the corner cabinets, the one with chamfered corner and suitable for L, I find my module here, which is suitable for a kitchen structure that we can transform. Look, right turn, right corner. I came here, I dragged it to the right side here, I left it. We see that it automatically adapts itself. Let's continue to place standard cabinets on the left side. We've placed a double door cabinet here. Then the function cabinet. I'm even going to move my product here a little bit to the left. I want to put a unit here with a sink. I guess it's a cabinet with a stove. I don't want this for now. Here it's actually here that we have to decide. It doesn't matter so much what we choose in the standard. We can do what we want. What we want, we have the possibility to adapt the product the way we want. So after I place this product here, I right-click and select Application Hardware, and then I can say Sink Installation. After sink installation, as we can see here, there are various categories. I can choose various options such as double basin or single basin. Let's say I like this one. After double-clicking on it, I see that my product has been placed. Here it gives us a choice. The option here concerns the placement of the basin faucet. So it's about the placement of the sink faucet. After I like this product, I double-click, cross out, and I have my sink here. I can organize my cabin here by drag and drop if I want. If I want, I can move it in any area I want by pressing the Z key. As I move this, you can see the dimensional lines next to it. Look at the distance to the ceiling, left wall distance from the wall. If I want, I can click on the measurements here, and if I enter 0, I'll be able to zero it out based on the area it was taken from. I zoomed in close and make it 0 it. Or I'll send him away again. When I press Z, I see that the Z key has 3 modes. I can press Z again, or I can click on the point capture button here. After clicking on the point capture button I see that there are selectable areas in the corners around it. I mean, after I chose this corner, if I mark the corner of the other furniture, I make a corner-to-corner joint. I undid it with Ctrl+Z. I want to show it in Edge Capture. In Edge Capture, I click after the area here is purple. I select the edge I want to place on the other side, and in this way we are able to join these areas, these units to each other. ILL keeps showing it. Now if we continue this way, I think there should be a closing element there. From the spatial boards section, a closure that I think is appropriate from the filler section, I'm gonna join them right here. As you can see, I reset it, and then I'm gonna come back here and get a base cabinet again. Or I can choose a cabinet with drawers. I chose from here. I placed a 3-drawer product right here. Again, let's add another element here. Here we have a product in the form of microwave oven drawer. After placing this, we see that an oven element is also placed. Let's cancel the glass on one side here. Coming to the plan, I closed this one here. I wanted to build a stove here. I'm going back into my cabinet module. This time I clicked on the function cabinet. And I've just shown you I installed a model with a stove here from the functions. The system gave me the option to install a range hood here. By entering the T-type options here, I can choose any hood I want. Again, continue placing the other elements towards the sides. I'll place base cabinet again. Or we could do a tall cabinet layout here. I placed a tall cabinet with double doors here. If you wish, I would like to place a refrigerator in this section. We'll build the fridge here. For now, let's place another high cabinet with open shelves here. Or we can install functional cabinets. That's the functional cabinet over there, the equivalent of a functional cabinet with functional elements inside. That is, elements such as stove, oven, sink sections, modules that we can place. On this side, let's say we want to create a refrigerator area. I'm coming back to the spatial board section. This is not filler from spatial boards, light board, then tool cabinet, visible panel. I moved it as close to the wall as possible. I'm resetting this part. If I go, I'm gonna get another one of these models. I can copy it, or I can put a high cabinet in here. I did Ctrl+V. Towards its right side I've copied another panel of about 1200 millimeters. If you wish, I can reset it, or I can extend it to 66 millimeters. After clicking on this product, I see that the width section here is 800. I'll make this 800 here 866, because it extends to the right side. I write 0 in the left-hand side measurement section, and here I want to put a locker on it without putting it in the fridge. So I came to the wall cabinets. Here I can choose one of the flip doors I want. I drag and drop until I see it on the wall. Now I'm installing a corner wall cabinet. I can identify the wall cabinet I need from here. As you can see, there are various alternatives with double doors or different sizes. I want to use this module for this design. I take this one in the same way and place it in the corner section. To see if it's fully embedded, I click on my cover and see that it doesn't fit. Because look, our chamfer measurements here are 150 by 150, I will make it 200 by 200 to adapt it to our own design. Now we're going to build, but I decided that this was not suitable for my design. Because we need this kind of model. If we place an element of this style, can we chamfer? I click to cabinet chamfer. 200 for this section in the chamfer settings, and I've got a 200 gauge chamfer in the other side. As you can see, it's on the wrong side. I'm taking it back. I'll mark this section. I made it 200 again. I'll make it 200 here. As you can see, I was able to create the chamfer details. Again, being able to reset it to this section, I come to its name and place it at 0 from the measurement line. From the same closing element, I go to the special board section. To the closing part here, it's a closing element for this subdivision. When I say wall cabinet filler, I'm placing a wall filler. I made it close to the corner here. And I placed it. Now I can continue to place other products next to it. I will choose a product from wall cabinets, not base cabinets. I got the wall cabinet here. I'm bringing it closer to my filler here. I'll check the thickness of my filler here. This is 50 millimeters thick. My closet here is about 175 millimeters. I will design it to be 125 millimeters. This is already chamfered distance. When I say 0, we see that it is 0 to the closure element. As you can see here, it is also possible to find various wall elements. I'm going to put a double cabinet here again. I'll adjust the thickness and width of this one too. About 800. Maybe we can make it even a little bit lower. It's 600. If you wish, let's place a beautiful kitchen island in this part. I'll cancel the gate here. An opening here. This is how I put doorway. Expanding its size. As you can see, we have created a space in this style. I will now place the sub-elements here. Customize the menu again, cabinets. I'm going to use base cabinet elements here. In this way I installed one cabinet in the opposite direction. I'm copying another one next to it. I'm copying the same one on the back. Yes, I'm copying it on the back. I'm gonna make this one 180 on the x-axis. Sorry, I find the direction I want here by trial and error. Yes. Now it's said again, I want to move the element I want to move using point capture corner and place it in the other corner where I want to place it. I'm gonna move the models here a little bit closer. I want it to be about 1000 millimeters away. I just need to make it closer this here. I'm copying the part here. This time I copied it to the left side. Yes, we have created our island infrastructure. We can play with their depth a little bit. It's a large island. Let's make it 330. If I wish, I can multi-select all of them. We also have the chance to correct it once and for all with its depths. I see a contraction here. I can hold it with this and manually make it the size I want. This is the section here where we have the possibility to choose the section. After choosing the section I want, I determine the material. Then I press OK and we see that our base trims are created in the bottom section. I have no such need for the refrigerator compartment. Yeah, that's too bad. Now the depth of the closing element here and the front of the lid doesn't overlap, so there's a form here that I don't want. I am deleting it again. This time, the depth of this section was 550, which is the depth of this section. My panel here was 520. I extended it to 550, and I click base trim installation again. When I say OK, we see that it forms as a straight line. We have a section here that is not formed. I am showing the method for our areas that are not formed in this way. Base molding, base trim. From here I chose the draw option. The lines I want from here and again the cross section that I want to apply. By determining on my shape, I select the material and press OK. As you can see, this is how the base trim section was created. Here too, if such overflows hinder our production or prevent us from, if it bothers you, we can delete it and repeat the same process here. This type of closure related to the thickness of the elements and the cross-section, we may run the risk of encountering a related problem. In these situations, as I just showed, base molding, via free drawing we can make the design we want in this way. I clicked OK and exit. Yeah, with a different section in the cross-section, we see that our skirting board fits perfectly. In the same way, we can use the same method for the upper crown molding closures. Automatically our system marked all available areas. From here we can choose a flat closure. From here we can play with the various dimensions and press OK. Then we'll have the top closures in place. Here again I see that there is an elongation element. I'll cancel this part. Now let's create a countertop. As you can see, the system marks the areas where the countertop can be created. I'll cancel for this episode for now. I want to build this place myself. Here section is selected, the areas where it meets the wall and meets the furniture next to it. The system can automatically add skirting boards. And from there we determine the material. When we say generate, as you can see, all the areas it touches, we created our countertop with this kind of skirting. Now let's come to creating the countertop for these products. I chose all of them. I clicked Install Countertop. We said OK. I'll choose a flatter section for here. From the material categories here I can choose from the cladding elements I want. Let's say we like this guy. Generate. For this section, we have created our special countertop for this section. We have two options of inner join or 90 degrees. I chose 90 degrees because I liked 90 degrees. In the same way, we can do the same for the other side. We chose 90 degrees for this episode. We clicked Generate. As you can see, we were able to cover both sides with a countertop. After creating the general infrastructure, we can change our cover designs in general. We can right-click on any door we want and select Door Plate. Door. We can modify an individual cover directly from the Style section. So now the other example here is, let's assume that we entered into the category of doors with aluminum frames and glass inside. Here's the model we like. After clicking on this model, as you can see, this is how we were able to change our cover. But instead of replacing them one by one, we have an option to change it collectively, of course. Style replacement option. Let's change carcass material. It is the material formed in the bodies of the products, formed in the carcasses. Here it is possible to change the carcass material we want. I want a design with a white body. As you can see, we have changed all the insides white. I can batch change the cover styles from here. As you can see, there is a wide range of cover alternatives. Suppose we like this cover. Likewise, the types of drawers, the other types of drawers that we see here, materials and styles can be changed in the same way here. But I can right-click again from here, Format Painter. When I select Material Style Brush, I can select any product. It is also possible to reflect this style directly on the product. If you just want to get the material, I right-click, I say Material Painter. Here, by clicking on the areas where I see material, it's possible to paint all our materials. If it does not paint on such closing elements, I use the following method. I clicked right, Material Painter. It's not going to paint here right now. When I click on this, when I see that it doesn't paint, I press the B key. After pressing the B key, press the B key board selection mode. What I want in board selection mode, I have the possibility to selectively paint specific panels by hand. And let's paint the corner closure right now. We're seeing if we have any other unpainted elements. We painted here too. As you can see, we have created a beautiful kitchen from scratch. We have unpainted areas here too. We painted here too. We'll install a refrigerator here. These interior countertops are lined with ceramic tiles. Please watch our ceramic video for the topic to be made. There we will be explaining tiling making in detail. There is one more thing I want to show you after our kitchen design is finished. Let's say we open all the door panels. Sorry, I closed that door panel. I'm opening it. Let's say I want to add a hidden light profile for the shelf section here. I notice that when I click on it here, it selects the whole unit. I press B again. With the B button I can select any surface I want. I clicked on the shelf section here. I right-click on it. Here I chose Light Install. Daylight Warm Light. From here I clicked on the Hidden Light profile. I see that a new menu opens on the right side. Whether the light we have placed is downward, upward or bidirectional, let be the thickness of our hidden light profile, width part, its position, whether it is close to the lid, in the center section or in the back section. There are various parametric settings, such as whether it should be close, hence energy in Kelvin. After placing the value, when I press the generator, the back part of the we can see that a hidden light profile is created. In general, kitchen module is as described. Please watch our other detailed videos to see more of kitchen. Now we will talk about the quotation and cutting list function, especially enterprise users can benefit of. From list section, module quotation opens in a separate tab. As you can see, all the elements we have placed materials, names, thickness, width, depth, etc. Like an all in square meters, we can have all of them to export to Excel file. As you can see here, the countertop, electrical appliances and in various linear metered elements, fasteners, hidden light profiles, etc. in great data eel. It is possible to print out a cut list suitable for manufacturing. After pressing the download button, we see that our file has downloaded as Excel. I see that cabinet, the option is checked. I click to one-click export. I click on Save Local. As you can see, we have just made the technical drawings of the design we made together in detail. We can see it in AutoCAD environment as plotted. These are our sub-modules: sink furnishing, stove furnishing, skirting cross-section, Cornish cross-section, upper cabinet modules, cabinet without doors. It is very easy to see the elements, the side view of our island and the bench cuts. Thank you for listening. We wish you a pleasant design.